73% of businesses are paying for software they never use. That is not a rounding error. That is billions of dollars as a service, and it changed everything. The cloud made software subscription-based, instantly deployable, and brutally competitive. Venture capital poured hundreds of billions of dollars into startups, promising to solve every pain point imaginable. Project management, CRM, HR, finance, security, analytics. There was a tool for everything, and then 17 tools for everything. For businesses, this created an unprecedented opportunity and an unprecedented trap. The opportunity was access. A 50-person startup could now use enterprise-grade tools that used to cost millions. The trap was complexity. With thousands of options in every category, making the right software decision became harder than ever, and making the wrong one became more expensive than ever. The global business software market now sits at over $1.8 trillion annually. That is not a typo. $1.8 trillion. And tucked inside that number is a staggering reality. A significant portion of that spend is on software that does not actually move the needle. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Most software reviews broken, and they are broken in ways that are very difficult to see. When you type a search query looking for the best project management software or the top CRM for small business, what you get back is a carefully engineered ecosystem designed not to inform you, but to convert you. Review aggregator sites collect star ratings and testimonials, but those ratings often come from users recruited by the software vendor itself. Features lists are copied directly from marketing pages. Sponsored content is buried in fine print. This does not mean every review is dishonest. Many are written by people who genuinely use and love these tools, but there is a fundamental problem with the entire model. Context collapse. A 5-star review from a 300-person enterprise team tells you almost nothing about whether that tool will work for your 12-person startup, and vice versa. The real questions that matter: what does implementation actually cost? How long until my team is fully trained? What happens when I need to switch? How does this tool perform when you scale from 50 users to 500? Those questions almost never get answered in a standard review. So, companies buy based on surface-level scores and slick demo videos, then discover 6 months later that the tool is not actually built for how their business works. The sales rep was wonderful, the onboarding was smooth, but day 90, that is when reality hits. The companies that get software right do not start with features, they start with pain. Here is the framework used by the most sophisticated software buyers in the world, from Fortune 500 operations teams to fast-scaling startups that punch above their weight. Step 1. Define the exact workflow you are solving for. Not the general category, the specific named workflow that is currently broken or bottlenecked. If you cannot describe the problem in 2 sentences without using the word efficiency, you are not ready to buy software yet. Step 2. Map the humans. Who will actually use this tool on day 1? On day 90? Who will be the internal champion who ensures adoption? Who will be the skeptic who kills it if it is too complicated? Software buying is a people problem disguised as a technology problem. Step 3. Run a proof of concept with your own data, not a demo with vendor-prepared scenarios. Import your actual customer list. Build your actual workflow. See what breaks. A 2-week proof of concept with your real data is worth more than 50 hours of sales presentations. Step 4. Price the full lifecycle cost. The subscription fee is the smallest number in this analysis. Add implementation time, training hours, integration work, data migration, and the hidden cost of switching later. The best deal is not the lowest monthly price, it's the lowest total cost of value delivered. This framework will not be featured in a G2 roundup or a Capterra comparison page, but it's the difference between a tool that transforms your business and a subscription that quietly drains your credit card for 18 months before someone cancels it. Let us get specific, because in the world of business software, there are a handful of categories where the right choice can make or break entire departments. CRM, Customer relationship management is the heartbeat of any sales-driven organization. The market leader commands tremendous switching costs and network effects, but there are legitimate challengers that offer 90% of the functionality at 30% of the price. The question is not which one is objectively better. The question is, which one fits your sales motion, the actual sequence of steps your team takes from lead to closed deal. Project management tools have multiplied faster than almost any other category. The dirty secret? Most teams could do their best work with far simpler tools. Before you buy a sophisticated work management platform, audit your current process honestly. Are you using 15% of your current tool features? Then, the problem is not the tool, it is the process. Collaboration suites, the all-in-one workspace tools, represent the biggest battleground right now, and this is a category where lock-in is real. Before you commit your entire organization knowledge base to a single platform, think hard about data portability. What does your data look like if you need to leave in 3 years? Each category has its leaders, its challengers, and its niche players that are genuinely excellent for specific use cases. Knowing which tier fits your situation, that is what sophisticated software buying looks like. Let us talk about the number that SaaS vendors would rather you not calculate. The subscription pricing model was designed to look small. $12 per user per month. That sounds reasonable, but multiply that by 50 users, add annual prepay for a discount, factor in the premium tier you eventually need, add the professional services package for onboarding, and that $12 becomes something closer to $90,000 over 2 years, before you count the internal hours your team spends on implementation. The most successful software buyers treat every purchase decision as an investment thesis. They calculate expected return on investment before signing. They define success metrics up front. They set evaluation dates at 60 days and 120 days. They are not loyal to software. They are loyal to outcomes. One more truth. The best time to evaluate your current software stack is not when you are in pain. It's when things are stable. Make strategic software reviews a quarterly practice, not a crisis response. Business software is not a commodity purchase. Every decision compounds. The right tools amplify your team's best work. The wrong ones quietly erode it, meeting by meeting, subscription by subscription. This is exactly what SaaS IQ was built for. Deep, honest, no sponsor bias reviews of the tools that actually matter for your business. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, if you want to make software decisions like the companies that get it right, subscribe now and join a community of business leaders who take their tech stack seriously. Hit subscribe. The next decision you make could be your best one yet.